All right, welcome back to Z-Works. This is Richard. Richard's gonna help me fix this pile of shit a little bit. So what we're doing today, this guy, what he does for a living is weld. I weld on my own free time when I'm having fun. He does it for a living, and I said, hey, you know, I know you've been helping buddies, you wanna come help me? He's like, yeah. So he goes by RJ's Fab is what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's out here next to me, and so where you at?
Huffman.
Huffman, okay,
Yeah.
so he's not far from me. I'm in Conroe, he's in Huffman.
Right.
So he really wanted him to do this inner panel here, which is going to be what's missing there. So he's doing that, and then while we're here, I already said fuck it, and gonna have him do the outer panel as well, which is, that's the one that's supposed to be here that you see doesn't exist. So yeah, thanks to the rust on that. So about to get started on that. I'm cutting stuff out. He'll come back and do the welding portion of it. You know, we're making the line. You can already see what we've done in here is we've set the panel up, set it up here, and this is our line that we've made. And you see I'm cutting short for obvious reasons. It gives you room for error. You can adjust that back later. So I'm gonna cut that all the way around through here, get that out, and have to cut some, drill out some pinch points here from some pinch welds. And I'm trying to make this as clean as I can. Later on, I will go back and fix this bull crap. I don't mind doing this myself because it's flat plate and I've got more room for error. I want this to be pretty, so I need someone that does it, you know, welding for a living to do that. So my OCD, because that's a lot. And he's gonna be TIG welding this. I'll probably, if I can find a lens, I'd like to record while he's doing it, because you know, TIG welding upside down.
I got a lens for you.
Yeah, okay, he's got a lens. I don't TIG weld. Every time I sit down and try to learn to do it, something comes up, and I don't. So to watch him do this upside down is gonna be very interesting because I haven't had the chance to watch someone do that. So get this done, outside done, and then after that, for the 64, I'll be moving on to fixing all the rest of these wonderful little spots that I keep finding more. It's pissing me off. I should have a new door for this tomorrow, so I'll get lucky and it'll be one less thing I have to fix, although I probably will fix this door when I feel like it and sell it to someone that doesn't want a good door. But right now I'm trying to save time. I want this on the road ASAP because I'm an impatient son of a bitch. So we will see how this goes. All right, before I get any further into this is a thing that I was trying to do a little bit of research and came up short. So right here, let's see if you can see it. This will actually come down from the roof, goes roof to here, and there's a flat, let's see if I can get it. There's a flat spot that kicks out from the roof to here. And this, you can see that, this panel actually goes down under and then back. So this lip, as you can see, this is it right here. This is the lip that we're welding in. So you have to take consideration that flat spot that sits there. There's probably some tack welds in there. All I'm doing, since it's kind of like nothing hardly exists anyway, I'm just grinding at a 45-degree angle this direction to get the slip off, and then I'm gonna go back and clean up the bottom of this. So if you're looking for an ability to do this and how to do it, this is where I'm at. You might find a better way, but this is where I'm going to get all this cleaned up, prepped, and ready for my buddy to do his job and, you know, not make it any more difficult than it has to be. All right, so update on this progress. What I assume would have spot welds, it is. So as you can see right here, I'm pulling this down with my knife, and then I'm hitting the spot welds every so far, and I think they're probably about every 2 inches. So yeah, you can see just a little gap. I pull it down, grind that out, keep moving, then clean all that back up and keep rocking and rolling. All right, that's where we're at. See, we've got our holes every so far. At this, we'll sit up underneath here, and later on I'll be able to go back and tack weld all these into place once the rest of it's done, and that'll help with integrity like it was from the factory. Yep. All right, so this is where we're at. Everything here is gonna be situated. Got our clamps keeping everything lined up inside and out for our panels, because, you know, why start tacking stuff if you don't have everything lined up? So we've got these guys here. These, as you can see, we got them looking as factory as we can as far as the alignment goes. Just like down here, your windshield, the seals, when you put these in, you run a rope around the windshield, and when it sets in, you set it in here and you start working it, and as you pull that rope in and work it, you start pushing that windshield in. So everything's gotta be lined up very, very nicely, as close to factory as it gets. And so far we're happy with this. So my man here, he's about to start TIG welding the shit out of some stuff. A little more action going on. It's gonna require some grinding and whatnot, but getting it situated. All right, that's where we're at. I'm going to come back and drill some holes in these just to spot weld these together, just because that's literally 2 pieces sandwiched. In factory, they would have crimps or spot welds. We went ahead and filled all this in. Instead of a seam, I'm gonna grind this, and it's gonna be no seam there, and I'm gonna fabricate a little piece to take this, kind of like a puzzle piece, and same thing on both sides. So it's not gonna be just like factory, which I don't give a shit, because this is my vehicle and I don't care for originality like that, or I wouldn't be putting an LS in there and pissing off the previous owner. And this is the guy I got the truck from. He's a good friend of mine, and he's giving me shit the whole way, and that's okay. But same thing over here, it's done. And I do have to come back here and you know, spot weld, as I mentioned before, and she'll be done. And I will try to do an update on that when I'm done. Today's Friday night. Hopefully Sunday I come in, bang, 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 pull these off, drill holes, that's done. I'll start grinding all this shit, cleaning it up, and hopefully this helps somebody out. All right, anyway, I had to go do stuff this weekend and whatnot. So from Friday night, got this in place. Inner panel was done by Richard. He got that all TIG welded in, which I got to clean all it up now, make it pretty. And then I came in today and spot weld. I drilled this lip where it comes down and kicks out. I drilled each one of those. I used somewhere around here anyway. Use a wood handle for my brush. Put that underneath. Drilled the holes. You know, probably 2.5 inches apart at most, something like that. I mean, you can see there's plenty of them. That way these are tied back together, kind of like how a factory pinch weld would be, except I don't have the gun to do that. So you can see where the penetration is, all these little spots. That's where it almost penetrated through, so I know that's all good to go. And then I'm just now finishing up all these. Same thing, pinch welding is how they did this. Same thing, I was drilling holes. Sometimes I try to drill through to where I could feel it on the backside starting to come through. And as you can see, they, you know, good enough for me. They definitely penetrated. So I know this is structurally sound now. So yeah, that's it. It's nice and solid. Hopefully this helps out some guys that are looking to tackle this pain in the ass, because now I get to come through and fix shit like that, because, you know, the joys of buying antiques and old vehicles is just phenomenal. Sometimes it is, and sometimes you deal with shit like this. Had I known what I know now, I very well might have just bought a damn roof skin, but I'm finding shit as I go once I'm already invested in something. And so now, you know, it's gonna save me money to fix this versus buying the new skin. But God, I want to get to where I'm putting the freaking motor together and putting it in here and doing all the stuff I really love doing, which is motor, trans, headers, exhaust, get it tuned, get it running, and play with it. That's what I like to do. I am not a body guy, so if anything you see here is not good enough to you, if you're a snobby son of a mother, I don't give a shit. I am the last person on the planet that cares to do body work. I am forcing myself to do this, and I'm okay with it because I want to get it done, and I can't afford, well, if I chose to, I could probably afford to have someone do this shit, all of it. But that would be me going broke, and I don't want to go broke behind some shit like this that's just not detrimental to my life and well-being and things I do every day. So, you know, make your decisions wisely. If you're going to tackle this yourself, good luck to you, gentlemen, and anybody else that's watching out of curiosity to see how this old truck's moving along. And I will document the next step of whatever the hell I'm doing, probably more rust repair.